One has to be alone under the sky before everything falls into place and one finds one's own place in the midst of it all. I'm John Twistleton, and as Thomas Merton made that connection between finding outer and inner space, so too the walks recorded here in my new book, 50 Walks from Haywards Heath, are impelled by that recognition and by love of Haywards Heath and its surrounds. They were further fuelled by the COVID-19 pandemic that involved taking regular exercise with social distancing. 50 walks are listed in order of length from 1 mile up to 13, and they all start from Orchard's Shopping Precinct car park, RH16 3QH. About half are circular, the rest use public transport for the return journey. Through 20 years' experience of living in mid-Sussex, I've been able to write detailed walk routes with schematic illustrations to give an overall feel of them. Mainly based around the town with Cuckfield and Linfield, the walks extend radially to Bolcombe, Ardingly, Horsted Canes, Skeins Hill, Wibblesfield, Ditchling, Anstey and Board Hill, with longer excursions to East Grinstead, Lewes, Plumpton Racecourse and Brighton. As volunteer member of Haywards Heath Town Team, I am active in promoting a deeper grasp of town history, and that served to illustrate this book. Most chapters draw out points of interest or amusement about the walk route. Each walk has an inspirational saying, drawn from a variety of sources, including Sussex poets, to serve seeking oxygen of the spirit on the walk, replenishing the inner space that helps bring us fully alive. Well, this is Orchard's Shopping Precinct in the shadow of St Wilfridge. It's the main hub of the town. James and I are walking together on walk 1. It's a mile walk of the book 50 Walks from Haywards Heath. So we're going down now into the shopping precinct. Orchards grew in the shadow of St Wilfrid's Church, central to the town, and to Chichester Diocese, which covers Sussex. Here we are right in the midst of the Orchard Shopping Precinct, central to Haywards Heath. It's a hub of the community, often used for entertainment and music. And we're heading down to South Road towards Victoria Park. Walk down the precinct and turn right, following the pavement to the pedestrian crossing before Victoria Park. Cross and turn right along the pavement and then left to enter the park.
Hello, my name's Alistair McPherson. I'm here to lend my voice in support of John's fantastic Book of Walks that's being launched today. He's sent me some quick questions to run by me, and I thought I'd answer them online. So, first of all, what's special about Haywards Heath? Well, Haywards Heath, I'm the mayor, but what I've seen over the last couple of years is a fantastic, vibrant community. We've got beautiful parks, Beechhurst, Clare Park, etc., etc. Great people and beautiful surroundings. So, question 2, why is walking for leisure important for individuals and the community? I've always been a walker, but I think it's really come into its own over the last year or so. Since we've been in lockdown, I know lots more people have done walks all around Haywards Heath and the villages, and it's really It's really helped people with their well-being, just being able to walk outside, enjoy the fresh air and the beautiful countryside that we live within. Finally, what's my favourite walk in the book? My favourite walk's got to be the Bulmer Walk. I live in Bulmer Village. Bulmer Village is very special to me. We've been here nearly 18 years, and the walk is it just takes you to a new area of Haywards Heath. Haywards Heath is definitely evolving at a very, very quick rate. It will over the next few years. We've seen lots more housing. There's lots of plans for the centre of Haywards Heath over the next few years. It's a very exciting place to be living at the moment, and Bolnor's been one of those new areas of Haywards Heath that people have loved and loathed. But it's really important that as a community we come together, and Haywards Heath has definitely benefited and will be benefiting from all the new changes and evolutions round and about Haywards Heath over the next few years. So those are my answers, and good luck and congratulations to John for his book, and speak to you all very soon. Take care. Bye.
Cross and turn right along the pavement and then left to enter the park, walking clockwise towards the cafeteria. Enjoy the view of St Wilfrid's. So we're in Victoria Park and we're by the embankment, which has an extraordinary history because this embankment was constructed from the earth taken from the ground to make the original rail tunnel for Haywards Heath, which was essential for building the London to Brighton Railway.
Hi everybody, my name's Dave and I'm John Twisleton's son. With me here are Rebecca and James, and we've all been working on the maps of Dad's walk book. When he started talking about this, we said we've got to do a better version of the maps than we did, say, about 20 years ago, I think it was, when we did 40 walks from Ali Pali, because I think I did that in paint very, very loosely, added some text on, and it looked about okay, but you look back on it now, and we've got much better technological capabilities, and we've got an actual illustrator here. So we decided we'd actually get him to do it properly this time. So James, you found the Map Hub application first of all, didn't you?
Yeah, absolutely. So we wanted to have some really good illustrations in the book, and we wanted also it not to infringe copyright or anything like that. So the way we went about that was we used something called Map Hub, and I transcribed Dad's map instructions into drawings on a map. So we went from having just the text describing these various 50 walks to having 50 maps online that we could all look at and, make sure they were okay. And then once we had that, Rebecca took over.
Yeah, so once the walks had all been constructed, I was able to work from them. And also I created icons, like icon illustrations for the maps.
Like the woods and things like that?
Yeah, woods.
Scenery.
So there are a lot of walks where they go through parks and various trails as well. So definitely having enough trees and like park texture was very important, and it was great because I could save them and reuse them, then I didn't have to create new things for each walk because there were 50 walks to illustrate. So it made it definitely made the process a lot easier, and yeah, I could just sort of play about with it, and it was really good fun to do. I really enjoyed exploring, creating the walk maps and illustrations.
I think once we had all those, it was a case of putting it into the Kindle publishing website. Then we had the Kindle version, didn't we? I think, James, you'd agree that we'd try and use different software for doing both the editing the book itself, but also the Kindle.
Kindle software and creation software lacks quite a lot of key features, and seems a little bit unloved from Amazon's side. So we'd probably use a third-party software in the future, I think, if possible.
Yeah, it didn't seem to handle the illustrations very well. I think, and that's another thing actually, to define from the outset the size of illustrations on the pages and stuff, and actually work from that. Again, I think there was some worry about the size about the length of the text, and actually it doesn't really matter. I think that we ended up trying to format the text to fit a size of page when actually you couldn't really do that. It should have just been that's the size. So again, I think there's some lessons you can always learn from
Yeah, we have a better idea of requirements now after having done this for future projects.
Future projects, you're getting ambitious now.
Yeah. So I expect we'll be doing in the future maybe a walks book about Brighton.
60 walks from Brighton Station.
Yeah,
60
that's good. Yeah, I'm
Still
sure.
a bit of Peacehaven and Seaford.
Absolutely.
Cross South Road and ascend the steps into the old cemetery to walk up to the main door of St Wilfrid's on Church Road, pausing to look back and take in the view of the South Downs. You may like to tour the church built by George Bodley between 1863 and 1865. So as we're coming towards the end of the walk, we've come up from Victoria Park, and now we are in the churchyard, the old churchyard of Haywards Heath, which is in the curtilage of St Wilfridge Parish Church. St Wilfrid's was built between 1862 and 1865 by George Bodley, a famous architect. It has a noble simplicity about it, and its interior and its sacramental worship is very fine. Return along Church Road and turn right down St Wilfrid's Way to Orchards Car Park.